Opening SMB:// links on Windows. Is there any way to make Windows 10 preferably Explorer to open SMB protocol URI? Like SMB://1.2.3.4/file.txt. I'm in a diverse environment of operating systems, mostly Windows, Mac and Linux, and also web services we're using, Slack, uTrack, but all our files are sitting on a server with Samba share and it's hard to have clickable links that all can access. We have two options for unification. The Windows way, file://x:// The Unix way? SMB://1.2.3.4/. I've found it's easier to use the SMB links with web tools. Slack recognizes them, Mac and Linux open them fine, it's just that Windows are refusing to recognize the protocol, although the address itself works.
Thanks to vidpostil for pointing me into the right direction. Here is what I did. Registry file, smb.reg. Batch file, openlink.bat. And it works great. Smile.
If your SMB links contain spaces, you can use the following improved batch script in Eskel's answer.
For whatever reason, in Windows 10, invoking Explorer.exe is detailed and the other answers here didn't work. It would always just open up the user's documents location. Instead, I found that start%str% worked. For completeness, then, this is the openlink.bat file I got working, based on Oberle's improvement on Eskel's original answer. And then this is the reg file I used. Which is the same as Eskel's original except that I didn't want to create another folder junking up the listings on the C drive, so I just tossed the batch file into the Windows folder. As a bonus, this puts it in the Windows $path, or %path% I suppose.
The URL you call on Windows, any of the mentioned web browsers, is file column. IP is IP address or host, share is a valid SMB share, accessible anonymously or through authentication.
The easiest way to go on Windows is, assuming your browser has JavaScript enabled, like this. JS, if, navigator.useragent.indexOfWindows not equal -1, document.getElement by it objective. Inner hail equals some location semicolon. I assume you have e.g. a div tag with it equals objective. Notice that, although modern browsers like Chrome, Firefox, E11, Opera, does anyone still use it? Will prevent you from navigating from this URL, URLs like HTTP, HTTPS to a, this URL, based URI. You could try writing the URL to the page if you cannot access it. You could try window.location and upon error, write to the page and ask the user to copy the URL and paste it into the address bar of his browser. Advantage, you don't need to ask for installation of anything. Disadvantage, users will always have to copy and paste stuff on the browser address bar. Registering the SMB://URL protocol is okay, but the script provided by our friend assumes you have administrator level access, and every time you try to reference this protocol, the browser will prompt, unless of course you change settings to it want to ask about this particular protocol. A workaround to the reg script is, to replace HKCR with who/software/classes, the path environment variable for the current user, which doesn't require administrator access to change, is located at /environment in Windows registry. You edit the path reg_sc or reg_expand_sc value. If you have administrator access, you can right-click the batch script provided, .bat or cmd files, and then select the Run as Administrator menu option. This is translated, localized, for different languages, but the easiest way to know this menu option is to look at the icon of a shield, on the left side of the option. Advantages: user won't need to copy and paste stuff all the time. Disadvantages: users will have to install stuff. Also, URL protocol might contain vulnerabilities, including but not limited to browser security bypass, allowing them from being invoked automatically, or code/argument injections which could lead to a mess, system compromise, etc. Note: successfully tested on Chrome, Firefox and E11. Edge doesn't seem to support at all network paths, local paths okay, but again you cannot navigate from remote locations to local folders or files. Hope this further helps and clarifies. Smile.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.